Mame fa na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
Ju baby ana o man ni mu nsem no se nye o man ho do na sebi ebema ye nya abotre se de abotre dwa aboa tatia ne ho na nsu a ne mani bi ho a ana ho hia o se oba oye ashawuni ba ontu owari nefu.
Okay.
What you say? Na se ye dwen o man ho ne ahwe ne nkan ko ne nimpuntu a MPP ni ye the last person also obi tufo. MPP ni say ye say obi MPP ni na ono ekotu do mahama abanfo ana say government of Ghana wa hu say bibi kochew no wokoka ono the last person was say obie na no e de ne sia biasa nwotwe eka bi. It's just sometimes so nauseating to the point say akwai to say womaye Nicodemus say say yawo omo foforo ntino nia Ghana for kura refi no omo pese omo force ma ye refi.
Okay.
MPP ni to Ghana for any Ghana mine sebi ya banfo MPP ni. No, I mean about sometimes I said nipa oh you see this whole thing about the omo ye ni nyina no.
Yeah.
Ayade ba kope. 8 years under that rule of Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia no. It was nothing democratic.
Yeah.
They only created what we call a syndicate of criminals. And it was a syndicate. Chief Justice Kahon, a lawyer for Kahon, a judge for Kahon. Now Akufo-Addo sitting in that office no as president no. Decided say me make sure say me ye friend say or mine no in such a way say simple me nya mampani a metimi control mine from ifie na John Muhammad ye san say no ohoro nanim kosoro ntino oba ye no wahwe na oye hwehan because the na Akufo-Addo ye no na the plan say e was say or hand it over to Bawumia. So the beya say Bawumia mpo a president or your president or no Akufo-Addo na controlling no. And unfortunately no John Mahama enya to me ebedi mampani and sinto a war system ni mu no eno no de board ru a Yakopon ye na dum Ghana fo su gina so e ka say car no asai na wo su be overhauling dia and e be ma to me amwa ba be overhauling ne brofo ba ko any reset. And I say okay to reset no it means say and your mother than in ye den atwam say no ye ba be ye abode foforo ben election year John Mahama win ye Ghana ni bia say it is the second independence of this country. Because and the Akufo-Addo no na slave masters na kura pa no ya brofo no na omo ntete yen te said na Akufo-Addo a ono ka brofo ana bruni ebusa de pardon Akufo-Addo slang president
why dey bizande
pardon
cancer the hwenim te
otimi kasana se broni na ono no
the brofo ba
broni bra probusa say pardon because what brofo ne ho ama sebi antelope crowd me can anchela
what dey o
etino baby and yakodru no na Akufo-Addo was even misbehaving more than the colonial masters. Ana yaji efa hodi Kana fo nyina sabi petition no kura mwa say yemiensa. It's because of some of we were too lazy
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I have a petition very ready to present to the president about the dismissal of the Chief Justice. And I have never even used the word Chief Justice because there is nothing justice about that institution. There is nothing. What is the meaning of justice? Peri yo anyhow. In a missing a year, you say, me, yawo me birth certificate, no. Yawo me organa honey, a birth certificate, no. Birth certificate, no. So me free India, and I'm a bagana ha, and I me nimu ye, and I'm a wo ya. I was here transfer. Me free India,
yeah.
And I may buy any
yawo me waha.
It's your friend, Rashid Kapon. Me boy.
Edi apedo no.
Edi ame pedo. Now Rashid Kapon, yatro nationality Indian. Ye we are ni abetro ni maami din ni papa din. Wo si enu ntimi nkyere se me ye Ghana ni ana me nya Ghana ni.
Yeah.
Wey wanu what me patro say ni maami ni papa twa school fees. Toko no ni papa no ye adwuma wo ye friend saying Kofo Dia secondary technical. Oko wi ade ne pam no. Wey papa wey ne ba wey krono a obo ya ma ye twia papa yi so ka ma ye pam ni kwatena fia ene wawu aja Abraham wawu. Ye friend Abraham Kofi Saki. Ne mano nyina mini momo omu nyina Ruby nom ne Ben nom ne minimum. I know them. Oh, we are see when Obianti Island mu. And your connections with the MPP, everyone knows. Who doesn't know Tokonis or MPP ni? Who doesn't know?
Oh, who them so MPP?
Why MPP ni? Who cares when MPP ni kuampo no beyaka?
Hey, now some of them mean so MPP.
Why MPP ni papa?
So Chief Justice. Nene ye na be man ko fa ka se bi o ye
from nene ye no o ye chese o ye jealous of say o ye party member o ye party member and who play the role as a women organizer. And to that syndicate now we create here to loot this state, you know. She was part of that syndicate. Judiciary wa obi anim. Just say amount for anu ntimi ntra hye. O ma gye o mo say o criticize Chief Justice what bo mine. Na dey wo ye da bi sabi yakwe was ade o yogas. Yeah. No pantina meeting enye yi. And you know omo wo a certain very primitive mentality. Once you be bo NDC so and ye bibia na was see making sure say na ye dey destroy NDC. Sa adwemu fin tantan no enu ti na ye di nipa miensa etia kwa akosisi judiciary wa Supreme Court wo no we kona nipa miensa tisisi wo no me sanka me ba be man pani dako me de grade abekwa kodua yam amele no look Saudi they see in a democracy ana
David
see in a military junta.
Yeah.
Who are good for the work nipa ngoche in a democracy e dia be man pani you didn't find the need to put their heads at the Supreme Court. It's something that I'm calling on the NDC. Omo tutu sa nipa miensa ni ti no sa nipa miensa ni ti no omo de kwasi asam de ti sa judiciary ni mu no Sandy Pamiansano, at some point, who person Krakusia law, why would the Waji Ecosiamra, not that so dear Bra, now dear Blanc or Farm or Musabra Boya Betano. Near Busa say, now na be your lawyer now, who be a lawyer now, who papa be a lawyer now. Who can interview near Busa was the same way now. And remember Maso for Yakufu, Mechina Bosso as a Chief Justice. Say there, one tears say, a lawyer for the door so organ had to add a pacho, Lord Yaboma. Lord Yaboma. And on the Tihonum now, or Mamma, I want my to say, MPP dia. Oko, Ghana Bass Association, such stupid association, very useless association. Look at the presidents of the Ghana Bar Association and look at their political inclination. When you're MPP, you don't matter.
Okay.
It be Biana Koya centralized in a certain, you say, yeah, MPP for, where would you pass the MPP lawyer? MPP lawyer be a bon, onimumra, onim judge. Onimumra, onim judge. Because Obekwa Kone judge at Nasia catcher and some MPP ni, it's near the assembly man. And this lawyer, you have to be an extra sharp, brilliant student to pass. When you my MPP for, I did DNDC for, I call law school, I will Ghana. Mami way, one and in charge of your friend is a Ghana law report. Now, I'm to be the year, I could follow the dear law report to me, it's an editor or editing newspaper. Now, or the front page abba. I know the open at anymore. I don't know how does that make a Kufado a brilliant lawyer without a certificate. Near budget so obey your lawyer, Ogana Hay. A day na Ogana ha, I bet me say was so a human rights lawyer. No, again a chaser he was really a human rights activist. Some would destroy a democracy under the cloak of a certain your friend is saying, and me Chief Justice, and I mean, I'm here with Obana Yam Pamono.
All right.
What's that? Because here, Adia Ghana phone time focus on. Who is me? What do you call out from your member? Who do you mean? Me Conco General moving country, me say, maybe a crown for Abraham, said the Pacron where we escape. My judgment be here we are CBA, young family conco, Guamicum for. Member. Okay. The trust in the judiciary, and only the pivot around which democracy revolves.
Okay.
So me was Susiepa said that she be said in my eye, you may be nebia, a Sintobia Bahon, will be the Marco Quarter. So was Semeco. Not judge, I can't assemble.
French
now judge or no send the birth certificate. Let me tell some Yagan anyway where you nipa. I mean quadran any man can me seven training. Do you know the sanctity of that institution? They play the God in the lives of the Ghanaian. Okay. It is so 18 year friend of my Lord. But Sani Pano, if he becomes your Satan, why do you have to refer to him or her as your Lord? I don't think media me who say. Wait. O ma penny adwuma wo yi. Say enko by no so constitution no e be a chapter ha ana article we ana clause say say o ma penny who ni say to me ni say otimi yes ade we ana waye. Listowel will come and say ma penny other now person we are lawless say knowing what they have done, knowing how they have just impoverished the state by robbing from the coffers of the state what it belonged to the state, And I could for those status or she said judge for or packing people for judge for you have go Supreme Court, you have go High Court, you have go Appeals Court, you have go your friend is saying circuit court. It is an NDC ni NDC abai we upa mo fa sem court is here. Yeah man 3 months. Bloskota send not to baby cry. And you know, the reset agenda, no, maybe they may feel said the pivot now. And who here to reset a judiciary.
Okay.
And Sana me parliament in saying 7 your man. Yes, parliament or Sinto, baby. Executive or Sinto or no crowd affair was as into Sinto Yamai. But Sinto de a battery pound. But when no, and yet, to say, why a mistake. One more bomb mu pass on bedi bonnet, on be a dream, on be Nioma and Sam Fata. Sandy Panomoye, a quo, no more, and your imagination bedi or minor bonnet. That criminal syndicate, you must make sure, say, by any means necessary. You are fuel. Okay. We a trainer, the Akayama. Say, Matisse, judicial secretary knows why I so resign. Is it true? What? Why resign? Resign. Now, Papa, now reset agenda. No, you to me share quite a bit in your first one. You better reset. Yamagana for any institution in Mujidi. Send you be the list of work quarter. Will be to me appear before court. No, we say
Obenya justice.
Papa. And you say, obi di me court with the threats. And remember NPP need to make a say, onya ya court. Because of the coordinate threatening who know him say, who court to wa, ye be bua sem na gu so because onim judge no.
Okay.
Announce a remi ya, sa ni judiciary way a okoye no. Opa akohwe a judge for no. A lawyer for no mu di asem a no mu twa ba yire ni container la pay one hwan no. Kohwe chambers ani free. Akufado chambers. And you know, your case will be a lawyer near on your superior to any human being.
Yeah.
I don't think I may move Ghana Bass, so me more, papa, me more, sebi, because also, Nancy, President Mahama by Omakotiano. Who they are my home Busumins here. And no man there could follow the West or Messasia can was him. And so I could follow him and Penny. Did you hear Ghana Bar Association speak to anything?
No.
Me mean ya a champion. One more what that. When name escape Wafuba, when name is a happy penny. Now ya traho, na NDC force so, Mutimin Tiba Association be Association Air Force. I don't think I'm a constitution review ya ye. Sagana Bar Association, I am man of some notoriety be or constitution. You know, I would delete your fire eraser.
I'm preparing for him.
And men taking Tungu baby cry. I am very useless institution. More democracy, no. They are very selfish and self-centered. And our MPP for NAO Muku, and NDC for Ku, and Ghana Ku, Ghana Bar Association is a NPP for the TIE. That is a Christian Council, a MPP for the TIE. And more NDC for no. If you want to have a friend and democracy play in a very nice manner, you have to bring about rivalry. Muntimuko, the true Ghana Bar Association. No, be able to say where you are and Kwasiafoni. Separate yourselves from the chaff. Let the grains stand out. Okay. And the chaff also stand in the bed. You only know the bed. Moving forward, no. Yeah. Chief Justice Adiano, me say, and yet Constitution ama a year. Ekadom Hama just by a stroke of a pen or try to cement papers with their left hand. Okay. One more minor. When you say card there and could just Tom and win. I found no market to me the Asema bedroom neck and they are a money judgment. Now LGBT and we here and collect to Mutu, yet you collect books about yet near the other two and him. It took more than about 1.5 years. Now assembly the whole. All because on person for the crab sign. Yeah. Last minute I could for no or bow out no. Afena, my judgment no. Moi. Okay. And you are more partisan than a Juma. I was say oh yeah. Okay. On self attack and. The earlier they sack her, the better. I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.